I think in terms of the biggest developments within neuromodulation, we have TMS is a really big one. People come into a clinic. There's been a huge developments, I think, in the last few years on accelerated schedules of TMS.
You've done a lot of research in neuromodulation therapies. What recent breakthroughs or studies have excited you the most, and how might they impact the future of mental health treatment?
Oh, what a great question. I think in terms of the biggest developments so within neuromodulation, we have sort of TMS is a really big one. People come into a clinic. But there's been a huge developments, I think, in the last few years on accelerated schedules of TMS. So a lot of people have heard about sort of the opportunity to do more than one session per day. And so it's becoming more and more common that clinics are doing 2 sessions per day. In fact, just this year, one of the most, I think, biggest things in this area is that Medicare nationwide now reimburses for 2 sessions per day. There's a push to reimburse for 3. We have a technology called Magnus. Saint Therapy is doing 10 sessions per day.
Right.
Deep TMS, we published a review paper recently for 100 customers that have done many sessions per day, and we found that it seems to be safe and effective to do 3, 5, even 10 sessions per day. And we actually have a clinical trial going on right now for accelerated deep TMS. So I'm really excited about that.
What's the difference between ITMS and deep TMS?
Yeah, so like just single session. So do you mean intermittent theta burst stimulation?
Theta burst. Yeah, sorry. I meant
Yeah,
theta burst. Yes.
Theta burst. Yeah, so theta burst. So as we talked about, so the way that TMS causes the brain to fire is through pulses. Mm-hmm. Traditionally, those pulses are given with deep TMS, they're given 18 times per second. So 18 hertz, 18 times in a second, and then there's a rest period. Then about maybe 7 years ago, the FDA approved a new innovative protocol called theta burst. So deep TMS is now also approved for this shorter protocol where you can get the same efficacy with theta burst stimulation, and it only takes 3 minutes of theta burst compared to 20 minutes of 18 hertz TMS. So 20 minutes is the traditional deep TMS, and now this new thing called theta burst stimulation.
To get a free copy of the 12-step guide that I created for you, click on the link in the description below.
In this case, actually, the thing that was FDA cleared is only 600 pulses, which takes 3 minutes. Mm-hmm. So in 3 minutes, you get with this sort of very specialized protocol. It's 5 times. It goes boop, 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 boop. So 3 pulse bursts 5 times per second. 3 minutes of that versus 20 minutes of the traditional has equal outcomes. So that's a big push as well. Insurance is reimbursing for theta burst more and more. You can do both of them with deep TMS.
Why would someone, if they're both the same, you get the same result, why would someone do the 20-minute deep TMS versus the 3-minute theta burst?
Yeah, that's a golden question. So I think I've often thought about that, actually. I think the answer is more like philosophical. There's more data on 18 hertz. And so because theta burst is kind of the newer kid on the block, I think, and insurance reimbursement is more reliable for 18 hertz, the old school. So the old school has been around longer. Insurance reimburses for it more reliably, and so people kind of stick with it.
But I mean, that's been our experience. Our experience
really,
is that insurance reimburses for the deep TMS.
Yeah.
Someone that's cash pay, we can do the theta burst. We also, what we've started doing is we've started adding the theta burst on the end of a deep TMS session, just to give someone essentially 2 sessions in one. We don't get
Yeah,
reimbursed for it. We don't charge for it. We just add it on to the end of someone's deep TMS session. It's 3 minutes on top of a 20-minute session,
right.
and we just see better results. And at the end of the day, that's what we're here to do, is to help people see results.
Absolutely. But you're doing the theta burst with the deep TMS machine,
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
So you're doing both the standard, traditional, tried and true 18 hertz protocol, and you're doing the innovative new theta burst.
Correct.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. For someone considering deep TMS or ketamine therapy, what can they expect during the treatment process, and how quickly might they see results?
So, so as we mentioned, the ketamine tends to have relatively quick effects. You've done it more than I have, so you probably are a better one to answer that than I am. But ketamine is relatively quick. With deep TMS, honestly, the providers and the nursing staff and the TMS operators and the families notice the changes before the patient themselves. Usually it's like after about a week, the nursing staff will notice it. And then after about 2 weeks, the sort of partner or significant other will be
Right.
like, they're doing so much better. And then sometime after that, I think in like week 2 to 3, the patient is like, I feel a lot better.
If you got value from this video, if you heard what you needed to hear, be sure to like it. Comment if you've got a question or you have something to say. Subscribe to the channel. Camelback Recovery provides treatment services for people struggling with mental health, mental illness, addiction, alcoholism, whatever it may be. So if you or a loved one is struggling and you need some guidance and you need some direction, reach out to us. Our contact information is down below, or you can go to our website, camelbackrecovery.com, whether it be detox, inpatient treatment, outpatient treatment, sober living, recovery coaching, sober companion services, whatever it may be. Like I said, we can either help you or make sure that you get sent in the right direction. We help people all over the country, all over the world for that matter. I'll see you on the next video.